What's up, people? How you been? How you been? How you been? How you been? This is gonna be a quick live. Quick live. Quick live. Quick live. Quick live. It's gonna be a quick one. Excuse me. But I felt like I needed to come talk to y'all today. So let's see how many of y'all join in. They're gonna talk junk. They're gonna be like, it's 30 seconds in and nothing has been said. It's 35 seconds and why isn't he saying anything? Because I'm waiting for the people to get in. So, Sister Felicia, how are you? Hi, Jensen. Hello, No Chaser. I'm waiting for the people to get in. Hello, Serena. Hello, Melissa. Hello, CJ Jones. I'm waiting for the people to get in. I'm a minute in, so guess what? These people in the comments that are gonna say I'm a minute in and I have not said anything. I am waiting for the people to get in, and then I will get to talking about what I came here to talk about. Okay. Hello, Miss A Town. How are you, best friend? Hello, my Sue. How are you? I am doing good today. I'm doing really well. I am finishing at the office, and I said I needed to come here because it was just something on my spirit. It was something on my spirit. So I felt like I needed to come here. Hello, No Chaser TV. You can definitely hit my page, and it will give you a way to email me. Hello, M. Williams. How are y'all? How are y'all? How are y'all? How are y'all on this Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Yeah, it was in my spirit, Miss A-Town. It was in my spirit. So before we start this, that was in my spirit, I'm going to go ahead and put this hand sanitizer oil on my forehead because it was in my spirit. So I needed to come here and put it on my forehead about it. It was in my spirit. They're going to probably talk junk about me after I finish this live, but I don't care. I don't care, y'all. I don't care. All right. So, everybody, thank you so much for coming to Unapologetically. I am super, super thankful for all of you coming into here to hear what I had to say today. If you have seen the title of this, it says Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's weird. And it says Britt, Eady, and then we are also going to have a little moment about Next Gen NYC. So let's start with what's getting weird. Somebody sent me this link on today, and they were like, "Oh, look at Britt Eady's reunion outfit." I said, "Say what now?" They were like, "Oh yeah, look at this video and this picture of her reunion outfit." Let me just say this. It is her world. She can do what she would like. No one is stopping her from doing it. She bought a dress. That is great. But it comes with a post that says how she had to let go of this because if it didn't serve her spirit, and if it was, she was choosing her mental health, and she wanted to, heal in peace and do all of this. But to me, it was giving weird to do a whole photo shoot in the outfit that you didn't show up for the reunion in, but you made sure to do a photo shoot so that everybody was able to see your reunion look and reference your reunion look, but you didn't show up. Now that seems like a scheme that somebody set up for Britt to come to us with the bullshit. Because this is crazy to me. Now, how in the world that don't even make no sense. If you got glammed up for a photo shoot, you paid somebody to do your hair and makeup, and you wore the outfit that you were supposed to wear to the reunion. What? It is weird. It is seeming like obsessed. In the words of Mariah Carey, why are you so obsessed with me? It feels obsessed. Am I? Okay, okay. That's like this. That's like you have a job. Oh, Renata W., thank you so much for the super chat. That's like you have a job, right? Okay. let's say you work at a diner. You have been at this diner and you leave this diner and do not work there anymore because you're saying that you have to choose your piece and you want it to heal in peace. But the diner was having a banquet. You had bought a dress for the banquet. Everybody took pictures from the diner. Everybody is in front of the backdrop. They look amazing. And you decide to go and do a photo shoot and a video shoot in your banquet outfit. If you don't tell me, that seems like you are obsessed or regret leaving. Am I the only one that feels like it gives weird behavior? I don't want to put a label on somebody and say something crazy, but it gives obsessed and weird. I've never seen anybody that's like, oh, guess what, y'all? We are going to not bring such back for the show. And then you start doing confessions. Why are you sitting at home doing your confessionals? Because they decided not to renew your contract? I'm very, very confused. Like I'm just very confused. Does anybody else? Now again, she is more than willing, more than able to do whatever ever she would like to do. She wants to spend her money on a photo shoot. She wants to get hair and makeup. She wants to do all that. But to have a backdrop, to do this whole caption, to do all of that, it seems obsessed and weird.com. Okay. I'm sorry if y'all don't think it's weird, but I just think it's weird. Like, I think it's weird. And here's the thing. You know what I think is even funnier? Some people are not going to like that I'm having this conversation talking about how weird it is. Because people seem to always have a conversation. It is a page, I think it's Housewives from Housewives, that loves to post my clips. Thank you for posting the clips. I appreciate it. But every time someone posts my clip, it's people, why is he still talking about the show? Because I did 14 years on it. I was on there from the first time that Candy was on there. Because I was on there. Because guess what? If you want to look back, I was one of the only B characters that ever had a confession. So I was important enough for a confession on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Besides the husband, me and Mama Joyce, I think were only one of the B characters until the latter seasons that had confessions. So if I want to sit and talk about it on a channel that I've been doing for years, I'm going to talk about it. But people will be like, oh, that's so obsessed and weird. But y'all don't think this lady that has a whole dress on that she didn't show up to the reunion and did a whole photo shoot just to show y'all the dress and talk about the reunion and no Britt, no reunion. You don't think that's weird? Weird. She spent her time 2 hours in glam for hair and makeup and a fitting to get dressed to do a photo shoot for Instagram. Weird.com. Weird. CJ Jones, thank you so much. You and Renata, thank you all both so much. But yeah, like, I just think it's weird. If people get mad because I sit on the internet in my office or my home or wherever I'm at and I do a live and they say I can't talk about it because, oh my God, you're so weird. Why is he always in women's business? Why is he always talking? It is whole podcasts that people, all they talk about is reality shows or TV shows or pop culture. Nobody is going ham on them. Y'all, these people go so ham. It is, at that point, I'm like, you are a fan. They go ham. Because if you want to roll it down, I'm going to say it. CJ, thank you so much for the super chat. Renata, again, thank you so much. If you want to say it, I am clearly one of the only people from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you can go check the facts, that had a confession on the show that was not considered a B character. I was not a friend of the show, and I had confessionals on the show. Go back and look at them. So if I didn't have some stake in the show itself, then I don't know who did. So I got the right to say what I want to. I'm going to get online and I'm going to talk about it if I want to. I'm going to get online and have a comment about it if I want to. I'm going to get online and say whatever the hell I want to. And I'm saying at this point, the person who didn't show up to the reunion, that did a photo shoot about the reunion and did put on the dress and got hair and makeup for the reunion for just for an Instagram post is weird. That's what I say. It's weird. It's stupid. Like at this point, it's really dumb. So I don't know. I thought it was just kind of crazy. And people, again, people have all these commentaries, but I know people who have podcasts and their podcasts only center around reality shows. Nobody has a comment about them. But baby, let me get on this Beyonce internet on my own computer, my own phone that I pay the bill for, and have something to say. Oh my God, why he talking about them? He always talking women business. He always in something. Oh my God, it's weird. It's weird too. Anytime these people comment and they say something like that, y'all, I feel like they weird. But I definitely feel like getting made up in this yellow dress that looked like you should have been at the reunion and doing a photo shoot and video shoot and posting 2 times, not just one, about it. You should have just showed your ass up to the reunion at that point. That's how I feel. You should have. JF Queens, goodbye. You don't have to come back. We're okay with you not here in this zone. Guess what? It's weird that you're coming here just to do that. This is a unapologetically, we say what we want, we comment what we want, so I'm unapologetically saying goodbye, you out. I heard enough, just like you didn't comment enough. Deuces. Bye-bye. Because guess what? We got people like CJ Jones in here. We got Renata. We got Vashti. We got a whole bunch of people up in here that are just fine with it. So Jay of Queens, thank you so much for coming for your first time to the reunion. So since we're talking about it, you can exit and not show up just like she didn't and go post online. Like, people have the audacity to think you can come and tell somebody else what they're supposed to say on their own platform. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'm okay, Jay Queens. Again, Cream 717. How are you? I'm gonna speak to the people that's coming in here with good energy. Jay Queens, I appreciate that you stopped by. I appreciate all of those things, and we wish you well on all of your future endeavors. Now, again, back to the people who are here, like Cynthia Williams and St. Lee Iconic. Back to you all. I'm back to the regularly scheduled program. You know what somebody once told me? And this, I remember. I remember when things used to bother me with being on shows like this, right? And people would comment, and I would like comment on people that were like really supportive, but I would also comment on the people that would say bad things. And I remember one day somebody said, please don't comment on those people that don't say anything nice, because we would much rather the people that show you love for you to spend your time commenting and communicating with us. So I'm going to apologize to the people in here that love and support this channel that I gave that person that much time. CJ Jones, thank you for being here. Cuz you are a person that comes in, like clocks in every time I come on live. Renata, thank you for being here. Charcita, thank you for being here. Cream 7180, thank you for being here. So all of you, thank you. And I'm apologizing for giving someone else that kind of time because they didn't deserve it. We are here to talk about it, and I can talk about how weird it was that that lady posted up on the internet in her reunion dress that she didn't show up to the reunion in. Dumb and weird. Sorry, it was weird. Vaughn, I am a Scorpio, a true Scorpio. But yeah, I thought it was dumb and weird, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, oh my God, stuff gets weird and weirder every day. So again, that's why I had to come on. I thought the reunion, I said this in my last post, was weird with Portia and Shamia's interaction. And I thought this was weird that this lady gonna get on the internet and post up her reunion outfit and talk about no reunion without Britt. I gotta get away, this what? You just look upset. Excuse me, you look obsessed. Like, you look obsessed. Now, granted, East awesome. You will say this. I've never came for any of these women's looks. That's not what I'm saying. Didn't say she didn't look great. Didn't say any of the above things. None of those things have come out of my mouth. Think she is a beautiful woman. I still think it's weird. You can be beautifully weird. That should be the title of her new album if she's going to put out one. Beautifully weird. That should be the title of her new insurance agency if she opens it. Beautifully weird. That should be the caption for her next post. Beautifully weird. All of those things. Beautifully weird. Still sticking by it. You don't think, okay, let me go to call Sheree and tell her to go put on the same color outfit that they was going to have and post up. Oh, no reunion without Sheree. Girl, you not there. Let me call any of the housewives that left and had them post up. Y'all will be like, why they do that? They're so crazy. Like, they so crazy. No, that was weird. I do kind of think that she was, feeling bad because she didn't, and she seen how everybody looked, and she seen, like, oh my God, it could have been a moment for her because she could have redeemed herself. I'm going to be honest. I think she probably could have made you like her a little, not like her a little less if she would have came, but she didn't. She didn't. Next thing, it is a clip going around for Next Gen NYC where Riley and Georgia are discussing privilege. And I'm very interested in hearing your take on this because they're talking about it as the definition of privilege. And Georgia is talking about she's going to open a club. Her boyfriend, who I guess is super successful, is giving her the money to invest for the club. And she, this is a dream that she wants to do, and he's helping her with that. And Riley is just like, well, that's a kind of privilege. Nobody just kind of has that access. I don't care, but it's privilege. So to you, I asked the question, do you think it was privilege? Do you think if Susie, we're going to say Susie, we don't have to talk about Georgia, but Georgia from Next Gen NYC's boyfriend who, has wealth, is giving her money to open up a club, because this is something she wants to do in a lifelong dream. Do you think it is privilege? Do you think it is privilege? East awesome. I will say this. I don't know when she didn't, when she decided not to come to the reunion. But rumor and sources say that a day or so prior or a few days prior when the ladies were meeting with production, she didn't show up for her meeting with production. So I'm changing gears, y'all, going to the comment that they just said about Britt Eady. She didn't show up for her scheduled meeting, and then she didn't show up for the reunion. So they kind of may have had a feeling she may not show up for the reunion, is what I'm assuming, but I don't know that for sure. As it relates to privilege, what do you all think? Do you think it's privilege? If somebody just said, I'm going to give you money to open up an establishment or a club, do you think that that is normal? Do you think it's privilege, or do you think it's normal that someone's going to provide you with that? I'm just interested in hearing y'all's take, because for me, I think it's a lot of privilege on shows like Next Gen NYC. And sometimes you can be delulu about if you are experiencing privilege. Cream, you say it's more opportunity than privilege. Okay. I think opportunity comes with a certain privilege sometimes. Certain doors are open to you as a privilege for being connected to certain people. Certain financial things are privy to you as a privilege of being connected or in a relationship with certain people. So, I think it can be a little bit of both. I definitely think it can be a little bit of both. I will say this, Next Gen NYC is organically gaining people's attention. A lot is by the social media clips, in my opinion. I think that a lot of the social media clips are having people in the conversation, and it's making people want to go watch the show. Do you all agree? Do you all agree that Next Gen NYC, you probably have watched it and other people are watching it based solely off of some of the clips that you saw that have made people go watch it? Do you all agree? privilege. I think it's rich privilege. Okay, that's what a different lingo says. Cream 718 says she loves the show. Did you watch the show from the beginning, Cream 718? A lot of people didn't watch the show, but then they started. But you know, some of you may have watched the show in the beginning. But I do think the social media push from you know, with the clips and things have pushed this show. Britt, go watch the show. It is one of the most organic. You know, it gives you how Real World and Jersey Shore is. These people kind of just are doing what they do and like living, and you're sitting there like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I think it's done that. I think it's definitely done what it was supposed to do. Again, I want to say to CJ Jones and Renata, thank you so much for my super chats. I appreciate you guys. I wanted to make sure that I talked like I gave you another thank you because I definitely appreciate you all. I talked about the reunion part 1 already. If you haven't, go watch that video. It was posted a few days ago. This, of course, is about the weirdness of, you know, posting your reunion picture for not showing up to the reunion, and a little bit of Next Gen NYC. So if you haven't, go watch from the beginning. I didn't talk for the first few minutes. I was allowing people to come in, but I am getting your feedback on certain things that we can do better with these lives. And again, they are very much organic. So sometimes people want me to be more, what would I say? People would ask and have asked for me to have it more written out, but I just like it being more organic. I mean, not organic, being more organic, because I feel like you guys get the real reactions of how I'm feeling by not doing that. But I am hearing what you're saying. I'm appreciating what you're saying. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel unapologetically if you would like to see more content from me. I am super, super thankful for all of you coming into this live. Again, thank you to CJ Jones. Thank you to Renata for my super chats. Thank you to all of you for commenting. Thank you to all of you for supporting, sharing the clips. I do not take it at all lightly. I don't take it at all lightly, and I'm thankful for you. I guess that's going to be it for me for today, y'all. But weird. Can I just finish it like that? Weird. It was weird. It was weird. I had to come in and say that one last time before I clocked out. Weird. Weird. Linda Carter, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Linda Carter, and thank you all. And see you later, soul sister.